please give God a chance to show you that God is real. The intelligence of life, what we call divine, is a truth. And we are not disconnected from this truth. It is life. It is what we are. It is everything of existence. And in this video, I show you 3 steps how you can prove it to yourself that this is real. The first step you can take is, if you have some negative feelings or you feel hurt in some situations, you can speak to this source and say, Spirit or source, or however you want to call it, Spirit, please clear, cleanse and purify this. And by this I mean you are directing your focus on your body where you feel the contraction. Spirit, please clear, cleanse and purify this through all times, spaces, dimensions and realities. And please bring in the divine light, the divine love and the divine happiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say this 3 times and watch what happens. For me, this has worked every single time that in my body the tension, the hurt feeling, the heartache would dissolve. And this is a sign for you that there is something going on, that there is God. And it, like I said, it is life, it is the intelligence of life. And if you look at life and nature is very intelligent designed. It is not random. Thinking that the evolution could have developed randomly is like saying, if you have a soup and you think you want to have a beautiful cake, let's say an apple cake, and this soup, you would have the options from a whole supermarket to put all the ingredients in there that you wanted, and you have some dice and your many dices, and every ingredient has a number, and you would roll the dices, and if it's number 17, then you would put in pepper. If you roll the dices and it is number 33, then you would put in cheese. And you have also the options to mix the whole thing, to cool it, to warm it, to distract something out of it. For example, distract the vitamin C out of it. And you would go on and on with rolling the dices, and then it's number 40, and then you put some cherries into this soup, and then you would roll the dices again, and then you put some milk in it, and then you mix it, and then you cool it, and then you will make it in the oven, and then you put some honey in it, because for every number means something like mixing it, distracting something, or putting something into it. That would be a random process, right? And if a human body would have developed in that way, this from this small little tiny thing with 1 cell or 2 or 3 cells, develops in this intelligent being with a brain that functions so intelligently, that would be like rolling the dice and trying to get out of this soup this apple cake. I mean, how should that be possible? Is that logical? Even if you would roll the dice for hundreds or million years, then you have mixed a soup and you have baked it and you have cut it into pieces and you have put all more ingredients in it. Would that become an apple cake? An actual apple cake? I mean, how logical is that? For me, that is not logical. And so if you think about it, that means that evolution is intelligent. Life is intelligent. And this intelligence is something that is also inside of us. We are not separate from this, what people call God. We are one with life. We are one with this intelligence. You know? And the second step that you can take to prove that to yourself is to understand that you have always a connection to this, I would say, bigger part of you. Because you have this inner being, you have this part of you that gives you a positive feeling if you have a viewpoint that matches the viewpoint of the divine, of your inner being. Because the divine and your inner being, this is the same. This is the bigger part of you that you were before you were coming into this body. It is like an apple tree. The apples are part of the apple tree. It is not easy to say if they are the apple tree or if they are not the apple tree, you know. This is our connection with God. Are we this or are we not this? We are like the apples on an apple tree. And you can prove your connection with this source to yourself if you understand that you have this emotional guidance system and the outside circumstances does not define how you feel. You can miss a train and you feel good if you think of something positive, if you distract yourself, if you think, okay, I can read a book, I can make a wonderful pause and sit in the sun, or maybe I meet somebody and can talk a little bit. If you see the situation like your inner being, like Source sees it, then you feel good. And if you see it from a different point of view, a lack point of view, then your inner being, this source, gives you an impulse to guide you back into your own alignment, into your own connection. And this is not to hurt you, this is only to help you to find your way into your connection with your bigger part. And you can test that and observe that, if that is true, that you can feel good in negative situations if you change your point of view. That was the second step that you can do to prove to yourself that God is real. And we can connect even more with this source, with God, with our inner being, if we give God the chance to communicate with us, and if we are open to listen. And you can give God some signs, in the sense like you think about what would be a symbol that you can give God, like a secret language between you and the source, that God can guide you, that the intelligence of life can guide you to something that it wants to show you. For example, if you say, okay, a peacock is a symbol for you that there is something beautiful for you. This is just a random example. It can also be that you say an apple is a sign for you that you should, that there is something for your health, something important. Or you can find symbols that symbolize other things that you want Source to show you. And if you see this sign, then you pay extra attention to this video or to this path that Source is showing you, and you will be surprised, believe me. Write me in the comments what you think about it, and if you have experienced something like that, that was very special.